How are you feeling, Bev?
Good morning, guys. It's currently 8 o'clock and I'm shitting myself a little bit. First one of the season, but
at least it's a really big event. He's ready to go. How are you feeling?
feeling great. Yeah, good day for it. Well, it's a bit wet outside, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. First bit of swimming, so yeah.
As we can see Bevan with the yellow cap on, with the buns out. She's forgotten now. He forgot his number. Yeah, he's doing well. He came fourth out of the swim, and then transition he came out second, I think. Quite speedy, but he forgot his number. So here he is. Good Bev. Good pal. Currently second. I know the bike's 40k. I don't know how long that takes him, so I'm literally just waiting for him to come back. As the tracker does not work, so not ideal from my standpoint. I don't know when he's gonna be back, so I don't know when to get a coffee or not. Or yeah, hey, that's modern world problems, I guess. Is getting the ability to bounce back from setbacks and scan, identify, understand. I got toothpaste on my mouth. Straight down, Bev. Straight down. You okay? Yeah. How are we doing? Doing okay? Enjoying it? Top 4 though. So he is 4th or 5th out of the bike. Just gone to the transition zone, and I'll let you know where he is after this now. But yeah, he's doing well. Didn't seem out of breath when I spoke to him then. He fell off the bike though. So yeah. So guys, we are back. We finished. Yep.
Hi guys, how are we? Yeah, it was tough. It was good. So guys, it is the day after my Lydney Triathlon event, and my overall result was 2 hours and 5 minutes, which I'm pretty chuffed about considering conditions and it being the first triathlon of the season. There was a lot of tests, and yeah, it was great. It was great fun, great event by the event organisers Trimax, which big shout out to them. I was 4th overall on the day, so I was about 7 minutes from first place, which is great. You look at all the work-ons for me. Bike is definitely a key work-on, but I'm just going to run through a bit about the day and what it entailed. So I got up at 5:30. I had 2 slices of white bread with jam, obviously toasted them, with a glass of water with my electrolyte tablet in. And then on the way to the event, I had my coffee, and it was pretty quick from that point on. So we registered really quick. I was in the pool by 8:15. I had my Precision Fuel 30-gram gel just before the event, and then we set off For our swim, which was a 750-meter pool swim, I was in the middle lane and I was right at the front, so didn't have to worry about passing anyone immediately. However, that happened later on in the event, which is fine. It's just like a taps on the toes and they move kind of thing. So yeah, it was good. I feel like I probably set off a little bit too quickly, a bit keen, but that happens, especially in your first event. However, we got through it. Looking at some of the clips, my head tends to come out of the water, and this inevitably leads to increased drag. So I'm going to work on that, getting submerged a little bit more to obviously be a bit more aquadynamic, if that's a word. So I'm faster through the water. But apart from that, another strange thing which you don't really think about is in the pool normally I go anti-clockwise, but this was clockwise rotation, so I'm obviously touching the wall with a different arm and pushing off a different direction. So that was it was a bit weird, but we're all for it. We're all for learning and weird experiences, aren't we? So yeah, the swim was 10 minutes and 14 seconds. So that was an average of about 1 minute 22 per 100 meter, which is pretty sound about. I think I probably could have done a bit stronger. Feel like the kick kind of died off, which is weird towards the end. So just need to focus on my kicking. I think that's one of the key weaknesses, is that kind of connection between the kick and the upper body, specifically the rotation of the hips. So just need to work on that. It's time in a sport and I've got a lot to learn, definitely. We then got out the pool. I think I was fourth out the swim. So we were then into transition 1, and this was quite an interesting one. So I slipped my tri shoes on, no socks, and I forgot my tri belt. So I have to go back, put that on, which delayed me possibly about 20 seconds. And that was about 1 minute 40 in that transition area. We then moved onto the bike, which my total time I think was 55 minutes, averaging between I think 330 and 340 watts. This was a definite big work on for me, and it was clear in the bike. But my heart rate didn't really normalize, although I wasn't tracking it because I forgot at the start to turn my watch on. Shock. Yeah, it really didn't settle. Yeah, so I was kind of blowing going into the bike, and 2 individuals passed me, so I was second out of transition 1. One guy passed me pretty early on, really strong as well. He was. I think he won the event itself, and then I got passed probably about 10k from the end by another really strong guy. And I think aero positions on the TT bars, didn't feel super confident, and I think I need to work on descending in the bars, because it's quite a weird position when you're descending at quite a speed and then having to maneuver out and brake. So it's just that confidence, and that'll get better as you become more aggressive on a bike. So that's a key work on. But also with climbing, so when I was getting out of the seat, my lower back was a bit uncomfortable, and I think this is down to the previous weekend. Although I'm really clutching at straws here, I think the load over that weekend, so I did 80k one day, 100k the other, climbing the bulk and stuff, and it was a lot on my lower back, and I don't think I managed it well throughout the week. So it kind of felt a bit, although it could have been probably a bit of a pump from the swim. I don't know. I'm really unsure about that one, but I didn't want to overdo it, and mess it up in my first event of the year. So yeah, the bike was good. Learned a lot. Definitely from the guys who passed me as well, on their TT bikes, and standing a lot at the hills and things. And that's something I'm definitely going to incorporate in my training a bit more, as I've been accustomed to sitting down in a lot of my training. But also, one thing I actually did notice on the stats when I was looking back is my cadence was really low. So that's a definite work on for me. It's been clear throughout my training that 90 RPM is what you should be striving for, and I think a lot of my RPM throughout the race was low 80s. So I really need to do some work on that and record that. But luckily, I've got power pedals now, so I'm able to monitor that much more intuitively. So yes, that's for next time. We then moved into transition 2, and I almost fell off the bike, which happens, not to anyone, just probably me. but yeah, got off the bike, and then my feet were pretty numb after that, barefoot, 55 minutes in the wet. So I struggled to get my socks on, which tended to be quite thick as well. So I'm definitely going to have thinner socks for my next triathlon just to make it a lot more slicker. Although I think I'd go barefoot in a sprint when I do one. But yeah, it was pretty quick out of that transition, 1 minute 20. And then we were straight into the run. By this point, I'd had half a bottle of water with an electrolyte tablet in it and two gels, 230 grams of carbs, gels. So I was pretty depleted at this point. I think I probably could have done with a bit more fueling on the bike. However, I think I was comfortably sitting at 340, 345 coming out onto the run. And then I got lost. So it was a bit of a maze. Like the signs were slightly smaller for the run and slightly bigger for the bike. So I took a wrong turn, ran 100 meters down a road. I was like, oh, this isn't the right way. So I turned around, went back onto the cycle route, and then just guessed then. And I was going we were going under bushes, over train tracks, through graveyards, like all sorts. So yeah, it was really good fun. The run was, but it was almost like, where is the turning? So it was a bit of thinking involved and mental simulation as well. So yeah, it was a good run. The foot and ankle had a bit of impact towards the end. I think it was just playing up. It was just progressively getting worse as my kind of feet thawed throughout the run, but not enough to make me stop. So I was able to continue and finish. And the run was 40 minutes, I believe. So yeah, it wasn't my quickest 10K, which happened in December 2023, which was 39:40. I could definitely do better than that right now. And I think I could have probably kept a 3:45 if I just, knew the route. It was the same terrain as we covered: grass, gravel, and tarmac, puddles. You know what I mean? So it was very it was different, and it was fun. You know what I mean? So it was good. Like I said before, finishing a time of 2 hours and 5 minutes, which I'm chuffed about. A lot to definitely work on, which I'll now take into this next block. So my next event is in 2 weeks. Mumbles Triathlon, which I'm looking forward to. A lot quicker, a lot more things to learn, and an open water swim to deal with as well. So I'm going to have to get in the sea pretty soon to be able to climatise and get used to the cold water, as I've heard it's pretty nippy at the minute. So that's definitely for one of the week. Well, it's got to be this weekend before next weekend, but yeah, and obviously manage the ankle as well. It's been playing up a bit today, so just getting regular icing and doing some isometrics to kind of rehab between events. But yeah, a lot to learn and a lot to improve on, but keen to get stuck into this next block and just build up now to our 2A events in June and July. But on that note, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe below, and please drop in the comments any technical bits about my triathlon performance, as I'd love to learn from you guys and take it into my next couple of triathlons. See you in the next one. Nice one.